I am testing out my new gas mask and I am doing it right well. This is the filter down here and it passes up through here and the extends in the back. And this is sealed, these are sealed, you put it on, it's a tight fit, it's like a swimming mask. It gets very hot in here, but that's all the mouth from, so. It's funny to have this on there, it's very interesting. It gives a lot of clean air, but the whole problem is it fogs up the windows very quickly on the inside. So I have to get some inside fogging, and I have to put it on the mask and have to put it all and get it all set. Well, I can tell you this, it's quite easy to breathe in here. Unlike the old American M17 gas mask, they're all switched to this style. I don't know why, because it's heavier than some of this. The old gas mask that I had has two filters here. You would cross them right here and you would clear and it would do that. Plus you could drink out of that. You can't drink out of this. There's no drinking out of this. There's no drinking whatsoever. You'll drown or you'll suffocate, one or the other. Well, also on the possibility of doing all this stuff, on the gas mask you have to figure there is a possibility of being reward. Now, what you gotta do is you gotta figure in a possibility. Is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? We don't know. So I'll tell you this much. This is a tight fit, and if I gotta wear this for a long period of time, it's gonna hurt like a hell of it. But I can also tell you that this does work. It works very well. The surface is very tight once you get it on your side and quite tight. Come on, Jimmy! Hello, 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 hello. Hang on, let me take this off and I can move on.
Ah, huh. That's the gas mask. This is one of the gas masks that you are going to be receiving, Jenny. I'm going to teach you how to put it on and how to use it. It's a tight seal and it works very good. Also, the possibility of having the gas mask and this possibility of the Russian attack that we are looking at, because Russia is now about 50 miles away from the Alaskan coast, and they are about, I'd have to say, 10 miles away from Canada. Poland has entered the fray. Sweden has entered the fray. Newfoundland has entered the fray. Britain has entered the fray, and a British Stinger has taken down a helicopter of the Russian army. So Russia's not too happy about that, but Britain said, tough luck. You want to attack, they're going to use our weapons to take you down. That's what they said. Now, the reason for buying of the gas mask is you don't know what the possibility of the Kremlin's going to be if it gets to the fact that it wants to come on our shore. If it wants to come on our shore, it can do it very easily. Nuke us. With a nuke, these will stand the nuke. Okay? They're good, they're powerful, they're strong, they're useful. They go on very easy, but you shouldn't have face hair, and you shouldn't have hair at all because it snags the hair and pulls and hurts like a son of a puppy. But to use them is quite easy. It's quite simple. I prepped yours already, Jenny. Um, the reason why I've got the gas mask is you need protection. I don't care what people said. I have trained in the Cold War, and I know what Ivan the Bear is capable of doing. He's capable of pulling out anything and everything that he can to get a victory. Look at what he's doing to Ukraine. He's pulling back, but when he's pulling back, he's killing civilians as he's pulling back. He's committing war crime after war crime after war crime after war crime. He needs to be stopped. So the main focus is the gas mask, and this has a canister which screws into the base of the mask here, which filters in. This is sealed. It's a tight seal, and these are tight seals, so your eyes and everything are protected. Now, when you go to put them on, it's quite simple. You grab the top and you pull the sides apart, so it opens up like this. And then what you do is you put your chin in first. Don't put your head in first because you're going to be fighting with it. Put your chin in first. Chin in. Hold the breath. And there you go. This is how it's supposed to work when it's properly done. You can drive with it, you can walk with it, you can talk with it. I don't know if you can really hear me, but, there's a possibility here. If you don't have hair, it's quite easy to adjust it, but with hair, it's a little bit trouble. It pulls up on the top. It is a tight fit. I don't get any air from the side. There we go. That's a better fit. As you can see 4 rounds. You can see over here. I can see over here, and here we go. The gas mask is very important right now because you don't know if NBC is going to hit. If it's going to hit, you got to be careful. So the problem is, we have to be prepared. Russia is going to come. It's a fact. We are on the Kremlin's top #1 hit list. Besides UK, Turkey, Istanbul, we are on the top hit list. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm talking as loud as I can so you can hear me. One under is when you go take it off, you grab by the bottom, pull down, and up. And there you go. That is how you put it on. That is how you take it off properly. To test it, all you need is smelling salts, ammonia, hydrogen peroxide. Put it underneath the filter. If you can smell it, that means you're not sealed. If you can't smell it, you're good. I am thinking of getting a haircut because of the possibility of going to war, and I want to be prepared for any possible emergency that's going to arise. So that means that it's got to go. I really don't want it to go, but I don't have a choice. So I have to find my shaver, and I have to zip the hair. So, but as I was saying with gas masks, the possibility of NBC, nuclear biological warfare, chemical warfare, is not something that we can't not look over. You overlook it and it happens, people are going to die. Russia is killing civilians. Russia is killing anyone they want. It's in the news. They come up, bang, you're dead. You know what be going on? Bang, you're dead. That's it. They had prisoners in a fallout shelter and they took away their phones. So they didn't call. They couldn't get signals anyways because they were being jammed. That's a given. the whole situation with Russia is that we have to look for the possibility of being attacked. This is the time when we have to look at the possibility of being attacked. This is the time that we got to look at the possibility of being overrun. You have China who's siding with Russia, and China has the largest military in the world. So when they get going, we're in the shit water. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get my shirt back on because it's a little chilled, even though I got the heat on. I turned the heat on when it got cold because I didn't want to get too cold because of my asthma. But I found out by using the gas mask at least 5 to 10 minutes a day, I'm improving my breathing. Now, there's something else I want to talk about, and that is the survival knives. Survival knives come in any form and any shape. Usually, a survival knife looks like a bayonet knife. But what you want to do is you want to take a survival knife like so, and you want to use the survival knife only in extreme situations. Now, I keep my survival knife handle free so that if I've got to use it, I can pull it out quick and attack. I put it in one way, so it comes out one way. This is universal. It can go in left or right, but I put it in so that when I pull it out with my right hand, the blade is exposed, the edge is exposed, and I can fight. You put it in, there you go. Now, I also have my throwing knives. Now, my throwing knives, I use only in extreme emergency. They're going to be going onto my pack, and I'm going to be putting them on, and I'm going to be locking in so that in case of emergency, I got them. I'm going to start carrying my weapons, and I'm going to start looking more for the protection of those I'm around and myself as well. Times are getting to nitty gritty. Times are getting to the downtime to where we have to think of serious crunch. Fuel prices are high. Food prices are high. There's some things in the food areas that you can't get that are scarce. Canned cat food, number one. Canned cat food is scarce. Dog food, they got plenty of dog food. Who the hell gives out dog food? I got 2 cats. I gotta have cat food. So, I have to, on Monday when I go shopping, I have to get cat food, canned cat food if it's possible for my 2 cats, our 2 cats. Katrina and Zoe. Zoe is 6 years old. Katrina is 13 weeks old. I'm very proud of both of them. They're very good kitties. Don't know where they went running to now. They went running off that way someplace. One of the other things I have to do is I have to find my eyeglasses. I don't know where they went. They fell off the table when they fell over the other day, and I've got to find them. So they're somewhere over there. On top of that, I have to look for my deodorant, which I just found. I just saw it. So I found my deodorant, so that's a good thing. So what's happening is Russia is backing off from Kiev, but they're regrouping in the eastern part of Ukraine, which means they're going to try an eastern attack. The Kremlin's pissed off. They're putting cages on the tanks and stuff like that. I don't know if you've seen the news, but I've been watching the YouTube news and the U.S. news, and I've been hearing all of the reports of what's going on in Ukraine, and I don't like it. So, I guess this is about it. I've talked enough and shown enough. Oh, when you put this back in the case, take the top, pull the top down as tight as you can get it, but don't stretch. The canister or the filter goes in first. So you open up the case. Mind you, the case is cloth. You open up the case and you put in the gas mask. Shake it until it goes all the way down. You'll know when it's on the bottom because you're going to feel it. Take this, stuff it in, just like this. Take this, you're going to fold it. First fold is there, second fold is there. Take your buttons, because this is a button closure, and you close, if I can get it, excuse me for a second here. You close the mask. This is so, there's two buttons. Close the mask, and there you have it. Now, I've also been doing my exercises. So, there you have it. It's closed. It wears on your right side and goes around your right leg. So what you want to do is you want to make the handle long enough, the strap, so that it comes down to your thigh, and you strap it to your thigh. Now, excuse me, I straighten out my leg. I've talked enough. I don't want to hit 20 minutes. So if there's any questions, you can raise them up on Facebook. You can get in touch with me on Google Duo. You can't get in touch with me on phone because it's missing. So, until then, I am using communication of the computer. So if you want communication, you do communication through the computer. You can do it through here. If you want, and what have you. I do make sure that my videos are not for children, so children don't see. I can see I'm having a bad hair day. It's uncontrolled. I gotta try to wash it again. The one thing you gotta do, you gotta remember with a gas mask is you want to keep your face clean. So I have to shave later. It is 12:40 a.m. on the 3rd of April 2022. I have talked enough. I have talked your ear off enough. I'm going to sign off because I want to listen to videos and I want to get on Facebook and I want to do some prepping and downloading the manuals again and possibly printing some manuals. And also, I got to do schoolwork, so got to get that done. And then I have to get the boards for my bed on Monday so that this can finally get down there and I can take my cot, fold my cot up and put it away with my tent. I do not know what the rest of the weather is going to be like today. All I know is it got cold, so I had to turn my heat on. I turned my heat on so that I won't get bothered in my chest. I have cold-induced asthma, which many of you know. Some of you who don't know, well, now you know. let's see. I have seen a lot going on, and I've seen a lot of military actions in the recent area. Uh, just today over Winston, they've had 3 flights and I saw 2 combat jets patrolling the area. So things are getting tight. They're up to something. We don't know what they are. They're not telling us. So that's it. So I will say my adieu and adios and so long and talk to you on Facebook and on the flip side. Goodbye.